Today we're continuing our lessons on the channels, and here we are going from gate 4 to gate 63. Now, thing to remember about what I'm showing you here, when you look at your chart, I'm pretty sure I've got a mirror image on here. So the 4 to the 63, it's going from, well, we know that the pressure comes down. So we've got the head center pressuring down to the ajna. Gate 4 is all about being logical, and gate 63 is all about searching for answers. So when you've got this gate defined, you are able to come up with really good processes. You are kind of looking at the pros and cons, really logical, able to come up with these really good solutions, but still have this energy of worrying that it's not the right thing. So when you're really in the flow of this, you have got the energy that can bring out step-by-step processes that will just blow people away, but you are still going to have this process, this energy in your head that has you thinking and overthinking. And when you understand that, you're able to accept that and release it. Like, oh yeah, that's just me. That's my mind doing its thing, and not attached to it. So what human design is asking you to experiment with is allowing yourself to be, just to be yourself the way that you were designed to be. First, you want to tap back into your energy type, your strategy, your authority, then figure out what your blueprint says about who you're here to be, and then be that. So there's a lot of talk about, what's that Gandhi quote? Become the change you want to see in the world. Well, it's kind of like become yourself is what human design says, and human design gives you the blueprint of who you're here to be, in my opinion. It's an invitation to experiment with all the information that is there in your energetic blueprint, to see if it resonates with you, to dance with it, to play with it, to do life in a way that you are designed to do, but also to have an alternate way to do life. Like we have, particularly in the Western world, being raised to do life in a very linear way. And this way is saying, hey, here's a different way that you can do it. It's probably not as stressful. It's probably a lot more fun and more playful. So how about let go of the hustle, let go of the grind, let go of the struggling and the striving, and see what it would feel like, and see what kind of results you're going to get in your life when you align with your energy, and just see how that goes. Now, I didn't post a video yesterday, so I might just sneak in the next channel, which is going to be the 5 to the 15. So you've got this sacral energy coming from the sacral up to the G center, the identity center. And this is all about, let me check my handy dandy notes. This one is all about being in the flow, getting in the rhythm. So this particular channel is one of the oldest channels in our energy centers. And the 5 is all about the 5 is all about finding those rhythms, finding the way that you structure yourself, the way that you get into your flow of your normal day. So not the planning kind of structure, but the way that you're naturally designed to operate. So if you're not a morning person, then perhaps you could practice not being a morning person, or shift or pivot your life. For example, if you're a shift worker that has to get up in the morning, see if you can change your shift. Then the 15 is all about, well, there's a lot of things in the 15. It's called extremes, it's called humanity, and it's really about being in that G center. There's a lot of love in there, and it is about the extremes and finding what extremes you go to so that you can bring the lesson back and share it with the collective. And it's about ultimately knowing that if you can go to those extremes, then your fellow man is somewhere in between those extremes, and you can hold space for them and just love on them because you know what it's like to be at either end of the spectrum, because you know those extremes. And that channel, yeah, it's the channel of rhythm. So finding where you are in those extremes and finding what works for you in those extremes. Like, you experiment with the extremes and come back to what actually works for you and share that with the collective. So learning those life lessons and bringing it back to share. So it's a 2 for today, and I am hoping to, I have the gate 12 and I've got the 12 to the 22. And for me, that means that with the gate 12 active and being my personality sun, which is my most important gift or my most potent energy, it's all about sharing when I'm in the mood to share. So my energy is going to hit better when I'm in the mood to share. And when I'm not in the mood to share, then just taking time out and respecting that. Because if I show up when I'm not in that optimized energy or feeling the vibe, then I'm learning that the message isn't going to resonate as effectively. And so I'm in this experiment and inviting you to this experiment so that, you know, you can get in your flow, be as graceful to yourself as I'm being to me. It's kind of awkward too, because knowing that about myself, and don't get me wrong, I love being on camera and love sharing, but I'm not always in the mood, and I'm not always like yesterday was real funky energy. And I was prepared to come on, but something was happening with my mic. The battery wasn't working or something, so I put it on to charge, and then the day got away from me. And yeah, I wasn't really in the mood, so I flowed with that and allowed the battery thing to happen. And Mercury's in retrograde. Not that that's an excuse, but it's an awareness that I have. And I feel like I'm rambling. My point is, I'm honoring my energy in a way that I'm hoping is modeling for you to honor your energy, so that you can have the compassion for yourself that I certainly have for you, because I want you to experiment with this and just become the magical version of you that I know you're designed to be. And I am experimenting with it so that I too can become the version of myself that I see reflected in my chart. And I have to say that I am having so much fun with this. I feel so much more playful. Like, I'm still pretty serious, but now that I've in my gene keys, which we're going to dive into that when we go further into everything that I'm going to share with you. But it's all going to be in bite-sized digestible pieces. So when we get into the gene keys, there is, for each of these gates, like we've gone through the channels, and you know that the channel is one gate connected to another gate. That line that connects the two is the channel. Each of the gates has what's called a shadow, a gift, and a city. So a transcendent kind of energy in it. And when we get into the gene keys, what I'm learning is that I can see if I'm kind of vibrating at the shadow frequency, if I'm in the gift, or if I'm in the city. And we all go through the spectrum. Like, it could be in the same day that we're going up and down through that. So it's not like once I get there, I've made it. Like, we're human. So one of just trying to think which one it is. It's gate 46. Okay. So you've got this gate 46. Gate 46 is here in the G center, and it is gate 46. What else was I going to say there? that center of identity, that center of love. So that G center, for me, it's undefined. For you, it might be colored in or defined. And that 46, the shadow, is seriousness. The gift is delight. And I'm just going to see if my little book is here. Yes, it is. So many books for all my studies. Seriousness, delight is the gift, and ecstasy is the siddhi. So that siddhi is spelled S-I-D-D-H-I, in case you're wondering what I'm saying, because my daughter said she thought I was saying siddhi as in C-I-T-Y. So seriousness, delight, and ecstasy. So as I go through my day and I catch myself feeling that serious energy, I'm like, oh, okay, but do I want to be here, or do I want to see what would be delightful in this moment? How can I shift myself into delight? So I've gone totally off track from our channels of the 4 to the 63 and the 5 to the 15. But that's just a preview of what is to come. If you stay in the group and keep watching the videos, you're going to learn so much, because I love to share. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.